When you are learning the How to Design Functions recipe, you may be wondering why we include a stub and a template and how they are different. Here we are starting with a partially designed function. This function will take an integer as input and return the integer doubled. We've partially worked our way through the function design and have just completed writing the examples. This is the point in the function design that our stub provides value. We have a fully defined function named double, but the function is currently just a stub. It takes the input and returns the right type of output, but isn't complete and does not yet fulfill its purpose. It's important to have a stub when we create our examples so that we can run the examples and check to see if they have correct syntax. I'll run this code and we'll see that both of our tests failed, but we did not get any syntax errors. If we did make a syntax error here, perhaps a typo, we want to fix the error as soon as possible. Running the code will allow us to see that we made a syntax error and we need to go back and fix it. It's always easier to fix errors one at a time, shortly after you make the error, than it is to wait until the end of the function design and try to fix them all at once. I'll fix that error and rerun so we can see that we no longer have any errors. Now that I've seen that my examples have the correct syntax, this is the right time to comment out the body of my stub and move on with the rest of the function design. The next step of the recipe is the template. The structure of our function will depend on the type of input that it takes, and the template shows us what we have to work with. In this case, we have the parameter named x. In this module, the body of the template is always going to be ... parameter name, because that's all we have to work with. Once we learn how to create our own data types, the template will provide more structure for our functions. Remember the key differences between the stub and the template. The stub's job is to return a value that is consistent with the signature so that we can run the tests and make sure they have correct syntax. The template's job is to show us what we have to work with when we're designing this function, based on the data type of the input that is given to this function.